Hello friends, welcome to Input Output Campus. So today in this video we'll discuss about a very important coding question. So today we'll discuss about your prime number questions. So in your exam, in your coding exam, you can see that direct prime number is not asked. So direct prime number coding question is not asked in your any of the coding questions, but you can see there is a twist in the prime number questions. So in these types of questions we will solve it. So don't miss this video, watch this whole video till the end and you will be feel more comfortable and confident after watching the whole video. Okay friends, so let's start the video. So here's the strong prime number. So what is strong prime number? So we'll discuss it. So first you see here, first few prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and 17. Okay, so what is strong prime number? So you know these are the prime numbers. So then what is a strong prime number? So if you see here, here is 3 is a prime number and its previous prime number is 2 and its after prime number is 5. So if we add these two, 5 and 2, and then divide it by 2, that is 5 plus 2 equals to 7, 7 by 2, that is 3.5. Okay, so if this prime number is greater than the arithmetic mean of this previous and the after prime number of this prime number, then it will be called as strong prime number. So we have to write this formula here. So Pn will be treated as strong prime number if it is greater than the arithmetic mean of its after and previous prime numbers arithmetic mean. Okay, so let's see some example here. So here 2 is the first prime number. So 2 cannot be a strong prime number. Why? Because there is no previous prime number of 2. So 2 cannot be a strong prime number. So here is 3, and if 3 is greater than the arithmetic mean of this 5 and 2, then 3 will be the strong prime number. Okay, so 5 plus 2 equals to 7, 7 divided by 2 equals to 3.5. So if this is true, not. This is not true. So let's check it for 5. So if 5 is a prime number, so let's write here 5 and 3 plus 7 equals to 10. So 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So 5 is greater than 5. No, 5 is not greater than 5. So 5 is not a strong prime number. So let's check it for 7. So if 7 is a strong prime number, so let's add this 2 and divide this by 2. So 11 plus 5 equals to 16. 16 by 2, that is 8. So if 7 is greater than 8, no, 7 is not greater than 8. So 7 is not a strong prime number. So let's check it for 11. Add this 7 and 13. 7 plus 13 equals to 20 divided by 2 equals to 10. So if 11 is greater than 10, yes, 11 is greater than 10. So 11 is a strong prime number. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the strong prime number. Okay, so this question is very important because the direct question in the examination is not asked. In the examination, the question is asked with a little twist. So here is the twist. So this formula is important to calculate the strong prime number. Okay, so now we have understand what is strong prime number and how to calculate strong prime number. Okay, now what will be our approach to solve this problem? Okay, to solve this problem, first you will be given a number, you will be given a prime number. Okay, so suppose you will be given 11. Suppose 11 is given to you, and then what you have to do? First you have to check if this is a prime number or not. Okay, your first task is to check if this is a prime number or not. So you know how to calculate if a number is prime or not. So this is very easy. So we'll write a function to check if the given number is prime or not. Okay, and our next task will be to check if this prime number is strong prime or not. So for that we'll write another function, strong prime. So is strong prime or not. Okay, so for this we'll write this function, and inside this function we'll check if the prime number is strong prime or not. If this is a strong prime, then we'll return true or we'll return it false. So how you will calculate? So how you will know if this is a strong prime or not? So this is very simple because we know the formula. So this is the formula. So using this formula we can simply calculate that if this prime number is strong prime number or not. Okay, hope you understand this. So now we'll write the code and divide the code into small modules for better understanding. Okay, so let's write the code. Okay, so first write the basic format of the C++ as include base standard C++.h using namespace standard. Okay, and first write the main function here, and so inside this main function write a variable, suppose int n, and n contains 10. Okay, now we need a function to check if this is a strong prime or not, and inside this strong prime we'll check if this number is prime or not. Okay, so first we'll call this function, so is strong prime or not. So we'll pass this value from here, and if this function returns true, then we'll print yes, and if this function returns false, then we'll print no, that is this is not a strong prime. So for that we can write a if else condition here. So if is strong prime, that is if this is true, then we'll see out here else we'll see out here no, not strong prime. Okay, this is the main function, and before this main function we'll write this function, and the return type will be boolean because we'll return true or false, and write here static boolean and is strong prime, and inside this write this integer n. Now the number given by the user will come to here, and now we'll check if this number is prime or not. So our first task is to check if this number is prime or not, then we'll check if this is a strong prime or not. So inside this strong prime we'll check if is prime. So is prime is a function to check if the number is prime or not. Okay, so if this is not a prime, then we'll return false. So if the number is not a prime, then it cannot be strong prime. Okay, so here you can see if the number is not prime, or if the number is 2, then it also cannot be a strong prime number because there is no previous prime number before this 2. So 2 is a prime number, but before this 2 there is no prime number. So if this is 2, this cannot be strong prime. So we'll write if this is not prime, or if this is 2, that is n is 2, then we'll return false. Okay, so now we'll write if a number is prime or not. So this is very easy. So right here bool is prime. So now we'll check if a number is prime or not. So we'll write the condition here. If n is less than equals to 1, then we'll return false, because if the number is 1 or less than 1, then this is not a prime number, so we'll return false. Again we'll check the condition if the number is less than equals to 3, that is if the number is 2 or 3, that is this is a prime number, so we'll return true from here. Okay, now we'll check if n is percentile 2 or n is percentile 3, that is if any number is divided by 2 or any number is divided by 3, then this is not a prime number. So for that write here n percentile 2 is equals to 0 or n percentile 3 equals to 0. So if this is so, then we'll return false. So just return false from here. So if this is divided by 2 or divided by 3, then this could not be a prime number. So just return false from here. So 4 could not be a prime number because 4 is divided by 2. So now from the 5 we'll check a condition. So for int I equals to 5, I less than equals to square root of n. Okay, and then I equals to I plus 6. So why I equals to I plus 6? When I write the next statement from here, will we understand why I have write here I equals to I plus 6. So I less than equals to square root of n. So if we want to remove this square root, then here will be I square less than equals to n. So we can write this way also. So right here I square means I into I into I less than equals to n. Okay, so inside this for loop write a if condition. If the number n percentile I, that is if n is divided by I, or there is a condition that if n is divided by, that is in percentile I plus 2. So why I plus 2? Because so you can see here I is a odd number. So if we add 2 to this number, that is I plus 2, that is it will be 7. So 7 is an odd number. So first it will divide by 5 and then it will divide by 7. So we'll check for the odd number, because we will not check for the even numbers, because all the even numbers are not the prime numbers except 2. So for that I have right here I plus 2 here. So in percentile I plus 2 here, and after this the I will be increased by 6. So why 6? So if you write here 5 plus 6, that is 11. So 11 is a prime number. So here I plus 2 equals to 7. So first here is 5 and then 7, and the next odd number is 9. So 9 is not a prime number, and because 9 is divided by 3. So we will not check for this, and the next odd number is 11. So I plus 6, which is 11. So for that we have right here I plus 6. Okay, so if in percentile I, that is n completely divided by I, or in completely divided by I plus 2, then will return false, because it divides by I. So if it not divides by I, then will return true. So for this if condition will return false, and if this condition not satisfied, will return true from here. Okay, so this is the code for prime number, if a number is prime or not. Now we have to calculate if this is a strong prime or not. So our first condition was if this is a not prime or this is a 2, then we will return false, that is it is not a strong prime number. Okay, so now we'll write int previous number and int next number. So int previous for the previous prime number. So if n is the prime number, then we'll check for the previous number n minus 1, and int next for next prime number. And it is not obvious that if 10 is a prime number or 11 is a prime number, its previous is prime number, or its next number is a prime number. So for that we'll write a while loop to check if its previous number is a prime number or not. If it is not, then we'll decrease it. Okay, so write a while loop here, and inside this while loop we'll check is prime. So the next number is prime or not. If the next number is not prime, so here our n is 10, so the next number is 11. So if 11 is not a prime, then we'll increase the next number, that is next plus plus. Similarly we'll check it for the previous number also. So while not is prime previous, okay, when the previous number is not prime, we'll decrease the previous number to check which number is prime, and when we get that number, we'll do this operation, that is this arithmetic operation. Here you can see this arithmetic operation. We'll check this condition. Okay, so for that write here another variable like m, and inside this write we have previous plus next by 2. So previous plus next divided by 2. Okay, so now our next condition is, so this is the arithmetic mean and our prime number is this. So if the prime number is greater than the arithmetic mean, then this is a strong prime. So our prime number was n and this is the arithmetic mean, that is m. So if n is greater than m, so if this is so, then we'll return true, because then this is a strong prime number. Okay, so return true, else will return false. Okay, else will return false. Okay, so hope you understand this, and I've explained you in a very simple way. So you have to divide the program into small modules for better understanding and better coding. Okay, so let's run it, and we have give the input as n equals to 10. So if 10 is a strong prime, this will print as a strong prime, or this will print as no, not a strong prime. So let's run it, and 10 is not a prime number, so here is the output, no, not a strong prime. Okay, so let's give some another input here like 11. Okay, let's run it, and you can see yes, prime number, and this is a strong prime. So if you give 11, the output is yes, strong prime. Okay, so hope you understand this and enjoyed this whole video, and if you find this video helpful, then please like this video, share it with your friends, and comment below. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe it now, because it will be helpful for your upcoming examinations. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.